Right, really happy to welcome into the show Ardie and Julian Savea together, guys. How good is that? Has it been fun at training? Fun being back in the same city together?
To be fair, he hasn't started training yet. Well, team training anyway. I joined him during Christmas for 1 week of his training and killed me, man. But no, I'm pretty excited to have him up here, and obviously I've been living here for a little bit now. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. The sun's getting to me though, for sure. I mean, probably could tell. But no, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
That's what happens when you live on the shore though, eh?
Oh, it's always sunny.
You know?
Always sunny on the shore.
Where he lives.
You've made a big impact though, in that sort of video before Christmas announcing signing. How does it feel having the jersey on? And
Yeah, it feels good and it feels weird. Like I was thinking about it today. It's the first time, being in a different jersey, my super career. But yeah, it's nice to be in the same jersey as my brother. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. Like I've only been in 1 day, but I'm excited to get stuck into it with the boys.
That must take a bit of time, and you must have had it as well, like when you move away from that yellow Canes jersey to look yourself in the mirror, and so much of your identity, I suppose, is tied to a club, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like we were massive fans of the Hurricanes, growing up, and we always try to get out to the games as much as possible. I think we even went to a game at Athletic Park. Yeah. Because it was up the road from us. So, but I think for me, what made it easy was the environment at Moana, and the boys sort of made it so easy, made it really comfortable. And again, it's sort of everyone's the same in terms of our culture, so it just makes it really easy. There's a lot of humor, and then just obviously balancing that. Just when it's time to train, we train.
on that note, because I spent some time with the forwards before Christmas at Moana and helping out a few of the hookers, that switch on, switch off was very evident. Like massive, like man, when they crossed the line, it was like warfare, and then they come off. Like it's quite unique. Like sometimes it takes. Well, I'm probably speaking for myself. I need a bit of a thaw out after clashing heads. But it was an amazing environment. How they could just go, we're on, we're off.
Yeah, no, you're spot on, and I think Tana's done a real good job. He understands that we can't be sort of serious like 24/7, but making sure the boys know that once we cross that line, it's it's time to work.
Was that part of the attraction for you as well, apart from playing with him? Being in that environment and in the Moana environment.
Yeah, I think if you were to ask me to go to Moana 4 years ago, I would have said no. I think it's just part of my journey in life and where I'm at in my, I guess, personal life and my career, where I wanted to connect more to my Samoan side and be an environment, like Jules said, that that's of Pacific culture, and that excited me, and I kind of wanted to look back on my career once I hang the boots up and not regret, and I can say I did that. So I'm looking forward. Like I've been in 1 day, and it was quite surprising. Like you've been at the Canes for 11 years, you go into the environment, and they do like local prayer, singing songs, but then again, like going on the field, seeing the boys just put their head down. A bit too much contact. But it's a great thing to see, and for me, I'm a rookie. I'm going to learn, go there, learn and grow.
How big a part was Tana of you making that move?
Massively, massive. Having him there, just it gives a bit more comfort in the decision. Knowing, he's been at the top of the game, understands it, but also through the talking process, he flew down to Wellington and took my wife out for dinner, me and my wife, and just all that stuff, which is normal for us, like the Pacific Island people to, we're family. So having that was pretty special, and just having him as a coach and what he's done,
Is there a wider engagement too? Like you often see, families involved in rugby teams on game day, but do you see that during the week as well? Is there a wider involvement of the family?
Yes, I think the partners sort of had their first
little get together and got a rundown of how I guess Moana works and the guys behind the scenes. And I think they had a sip and paint type of thing. So they really enjoyed it. I was like, when is Timo getting home? I helped put the kids back to sleep. But yeah, it's pretty special, you know, involving the family because they play a massive role for all of us.
And I mean, you've done France and you've done here. This is your first time out of Wellington, I suppose.
Yeah.
Your average person, you know, goes through this job and then that job and moves here and there. And rugby players work a little differently. Is it quite cool to have this new adventure, you know, a new team, a new boss, a new all of those kind of things that maybe in some cases doesn't always happen for some rugby players?
Yeah, well, like I got that feeling when I went to Japan. You know, going into a new place, new environment, new coaches, everything new. And the feeling of like wanting to prove yourself, the feeling of trying to uplift the team, like, you know, you're not sitting back. You know, a bit of complacency may fall in if you've been in the same place for a while. I think, you know, a bit of change allows you to, you know, just be fresh and I guess just be on your toes a bit more. So, you know, like that's hopefully what I'll be like at Moana, and just try and give my best and learn, grow, and be better.
What are your processes in terms of that expectation? Like, let's be honest, like Ardie Savea going to Moana, there is a big hype around it.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I guess, you know, there's expectation, and like for me, it's like you wouldn't be playing rugby if you didn't want that, you know, like that's what comes with it. And it's a great challenge for it's a great challenge for our club and our team to be able to improve and be better and you know, and win the competition. Like if you don't say it, it's not going to happen. So that's the goal in my mindset, and whatever happens, but all we can do is control what we can do during the week each day and give us the best chance.
And it grew last year. Last year it went up to 4 wins. What are the areas where you feel the build is for Moana Pasifika?
I think the main area for us was being able to keep the ball for a long period of time. Just little mistakes, whether it be handling or set piece stuff. And then a lot of the time our discipline played a big part. So walking teams down the field, made it easy for them to score points. Definitely better season, you know, over the last 3 years. But it was also frustrating because we knew we were so much better than what we showed. And that's the pleasing thing again this year is that we were really excited to go again and go to the next level. And you know, like Ardie said, the championship is the goal. And I think all the boys are on the same page.
Good. We've seen you in 11, we've seen you in 12, we've seen you in 13, we've seen you in 14. Where are we seeing you this year, you think?
Man, I might move into prop.
Do the Ruben Wiki.
I'm definitely keen to stay in the midfield, so 12 is probably looking more likely, but you know, I'm happy to fill in wherever the team needs me.
Why'd you like that spot?
Closer to the action, more carries. I love carrying the ball. You know, I am getting a bit older, but I still love the contact. So yeah.
One of your areas that developed last season, well, in my opinion, was your short kicking game. Those grubbers in behind led to a lot of tries. Have you specifically worked on that?
Yeah, you always try and sort of, like, you know, when after trainings you do your extra skills, try and put it in as much as you can. I used to try and work the left foot, but then, like, looking back, it's just...
There's a lot of smiling going on here.
No. I was just thinking, like, because I would never naturally, if I'm under pressure, I would never naturally go on my left. So I just stick practicing on my right and, you know, got better at doing that under pressure.
Because it won the game in Northland, the grabber in behind. Who were you playing? I was at that game. I can't.
Oh, the Reds.
Reds, yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a good game for us. And again, you know, that was a last-minute try for Millie as well. So we were pretty stoked.
You got them coming up soon, but first you got to go to Perth. Going to Perth in Queensland, Ardie.
Yep.
As a way to start the season, is it nice to get on the road?
Like it's always good, like obviously touring with the team, you know, like you hop on a plane, you know, families are at home, so it's a good chance to connect both on and off the field. I think the biggest challenge will be the travel and getting the boys off the plane. Perth's quite a far way to travel, but it's exciting, to start there. And the Force, they've got great players too that they've got over there. So I think for us, it'll be good to go there, be on tour, connect, get close as a group, and then hopefully try and get some wins.
And that 63rd try, eh? You got to make sure you pass the ball if that's coming up.
Chasing TJ.
Oh, mate, I'm already getting from Tej, but nah, I'm not chasing that. He might come back.
What a surprise! Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Now, looking at your squad, is there a player you think in your team that you just are super excited about? A person who you're like, man, people should watch this guy.
Man, I reckon there's a lot of exciting players, and I'm speaking back specifically. There's guys like Jackson that's come in. He's been an awesome leader. Lossi Filippo, he's come in. But one guy that I'm really excited about is Kyron. Just really young, talented. He's like 6'5", 6'6", can jump bloody up there onto the roof. But just the more confidence he gets within his game, and I think he can be a superstar, to be honest.
Do you guys have a hope there?
No. It was good because then they'll all have to strap their ankles.
Are you sure?
Fair enough. Excuse me. One last question. Okay, Ardie, it's World Cup final coming up.
Yep.
And the selectors have come to you and said you're allowed to make 3 picks. You're allowed to pick a current player,
Yep.
a former player, and you're allowed to pick a coach to come along the way as well. Who would you like to take along with you?
Great question. World Cup final, past player, current.
There's a past player right next to you.
Do you want to go first, or?
I thought it was just for you.
No, I was going to hit both of you up.
I'll start with the coach. I'll bring Steve Hansen, probably one of the better coaches I've had, like in terms of that level and accountability, and just scary, but like you want to work for him. Definitely as a past player, I'll bring back Jonah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no game plan, just give him the ball. Current,
You guys are hard on each other.
I feel like this will be too much of an easy. Yeah, I'll go with Ards.
Thanks, bro.
You got to go with Tana as your coach. You've got a whole season coming up.
100%, eh? Yeah, I've enjoyed a lot of the coaches that I've been a part of. I'll go coach. I'll go Foz. Just real great relationship both on and off the field. And then current player, I'd go Wallace. You can just jam. And then current, I'd go. You gotta search. Yeah. Man, I'll say 215 bus.
Yeah.
215 pass against France. Yeah. Holy.
Watch out. That's pretty good. That's pretty good by me. What do you reckon?
Oh, that's perfect.
You're not messing
Jonah
with that.
was probably the call. I didn't even actually consider that. I've asked a lot of people these questions, and that was a beauty.
Yeah, I'd go.
Well, I was thinking Jonah, JC or Sione Luaki.
I was thinking you, DC,
Yeah.
or Jonah.
There's a trend there. You like players who smash people. Didn't see that coming. Awesome, guys. Hey, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.